Hello everybody, welcome back to another stream of Final Fantasy XIV. I am your gracious host, JSauce. Welcome. Welcome. And today we're gonna start, well, we actually have to finish here, the Carpenter quest line. Okay, probably gonna get some, blah, blah, blah. Oh shit. It was accepted. I think I've raided this person. Jesus Christ. Alright, so let's do this. Okay, so just grab just gonna finish a few quest lines and start off on the blacksmith. That's what we're gonna be doing. Should be fairly quick until level 60. Then it starts getting slower, as you guys see. But I wasn't as focused as I'm gonna be. I mean, it's been a few years. I'm not making excuses, but you kind of forget how to do things more effectively. Did I remember? Probably not. But hey, we're gonna do whatever. We're gonna do whatever we have to do. Get ourselves in shape. My goodness, did you guys see that? 1987. Those are the days. It's 3 years old. The greatest games of all times. It's gonna like, you know, hit the market. They're taking the formula from Dragon Warrior and just expanding upon it. It's great. Okay, so let's head out here and see what's the next quest. Okay, yeah, we got that. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm doing. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. Nothing good, apparently. Yeah, no problem. I think this is level 95 quest. Yep, we're about halfway done. Brax leather, mountain linen, ginseng lumber. Again with the walking, bro. There's a fucking... Wait, let me check something out. Character configuration. No. Folk. Companions, no. Party members, alliance members. Friends, yeah. Other PCs, yeah. Yeah, you don't have one for, there. Wait, fellas. Fellas. can get to level 100 here, right? Yes, we can. Where the fuck did... Shit. It was all the way back there, wasn't it? No, it's here. It's here. It's here. It's here. It's one of these guys, I think. Or is it that way? Shit. What if it's that way? Oh my goodness, could be that guy. Hold on, we need to... Wait, what is it this way? What if it's this way? Okay, let's check this way first. Nah, it's the other way. If I decided this is the first way I check, it's probably the other way. I just have a feeling. I never pick right. Yep, there it is. It's usually backwards of what I pick. Let's put this into perspective. Oh, hey, pretty carnations. Hello. It has been quite a while. How are you doing? Okay. It's the other way. It's the other way. God dang it. How are you doing? How's Princess? How are things in general? There it fucking is. Yep, there we go. Nice. Good to know. Okay. Crafters. Here. Level. Oh, I don't have. Okay. So I need to continue to do the master recipes, apparently. Master recipes indeed. It's just these. Well, that's good to hear. Crap. Okay, now, marketplace. Oh, it can't carry me. Oh shit. You moving? Box bear. Hey, congratulations. You got the job. Very nice. Very, very nice. Congratulations, pretty carnations. You did it. You did it. Thinking positive. Here we go. You're gonna nail it. I know it. So you're gonna leave your mom and your dad? It's just you and your daughter is gonna move out there? Crap, I forgot what it was. Brock's leather. Holy shit, okay. And we're kidding. Very nice. You deserve it. You worked really hard for it. Congratulations. Mountain linen and ginseng lumber. Give it to me, man. Ginseng lumber. I mean, it's a giant ginseng. Ginseng lumber. 6 of these bad boys. Wait, look at these and these. Alright, done. Let's go. Oh, it's 80. Perfect. Yeah, I hear you. It's gonna be good. Change is good, alright? Change is good. So when are you moving? Oh my goodness, there's like 6 points. Jesus. Oof. All right. All right. Good deal. Good deal. Hey, I never doubted you. Okay? I have never doubted you. The job was yours the moment you said you wanted it. If you think like that, yeah, you can never miss. I'm gonna just fucking just go for it, man. I was just mirroring what you were thinking, but you didn't want to admit it. You knew the job was yours the moment you laid your eyes on it. That's how you do it. I can't positively reinforce something in the distance. That was you. You believed it. I did nothing. Hell yeah, halfway through. Let's go, fellas. It's super annoying. It's 5 points. What the hell, man? How dare you? Oh crap. I fucked up. Oh man, I fucked up. This is not gonna go well. Rip. No, no. Let's believe that this can and will reach. Fuck. It's fine. It's over the green line. It's good. Fuck. Hold it. Hold it. We can fix it. Oh, snap. Okay, that didn't totally fix it. Okay, now. Oh, snap. We're fixing it. Oh, I'm just finishing the carpenter. I'm just finishing the carpenter's quest line, so I can move on to the blacksmith. I capped the carpenter, so now we're gonna go to the huh? How is that collectability so low? Anyways, does not matter. Let's go. As I was saying, just finished the carpenter grind, got him to level 100. Gonna pick another job, with a crafter's job. Yes, exactly. Just fucking putting everything, laying out for next expansion. That's basically what I'm doing right now. So I'm getting all the crafters done. Then I'll start on the combat classes. Want to be ready. When next X pack comes around, I'm ready. I'm gonna raid like a mofo. Wait, it's done. Yeah, I'm dividing my attention between this and Persona. But yeah, and I got the Legendary Edition of Mass Effect for like $6. I'm probably gonna be playing that. I don't know when, because I have too many RPGs to play. But that's a good headache. Leatherworking and weaver. That's nothing. You got that. Then you'll be a Omni crafter. Alright. All of this is for you. Now give me my... Whoa. Yes, sir. The Omnicrafter. Then the world shall be mine. But test. A word from our sponsors. This guy that's telling a story, that's how we make books. Yeah, I gotta make that guild. Exactly. Gotta do my nut. Gotta put in the work. Get in the hours. Do the shift. Gotta get that guild. Perhaps most notably a pot. Shoot. No. No, 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 no. We don't sing. We don't sing on this channel. No, no, that's a no-no. That was not singing. That was something else. I don't know how to sing. But ask your question. Soon the caves grew cramped and narrow. They took up their picks and dug deeper, hoping to expand their domain, and expand they did. Theirs would become one of the largest underground cities of its time. Yet their prosperity would be short-lived. The moblins dug their tunnels so deep and so far, they unwittingly breached shit. Fuck, hold up. Okay. The muddy deluge devoured the city. Even their own masks turned against them, filling with water and threatening to suffocate them. In a desperate bid to escape with their lives, the moblins threw themselves into their pots and prayed they might see the coming dawn. The pots withstood the terrible tides, and once the moblins carved their way to solid ground, they swore never again to live beneath it. So it was that they built a new village in the jungle, fashioning their houses and workshops after the pots that saved both their lives and prized possessions. As for the city lost beneath the earth, though its location has long been forgotten, they say it slumbers still in some remote corner in Tyrol, a sunken city of Movalpolos. Oh, nice name, I like it. Yes. Yes, it's true. Okay, so determination. I was moved by the mob's resilience. So the skill for range melee and mages. Okay, so basically what's gonna happen is when you get to cap level with the gear, in case you don't raid, so it's gonna be the tome gear. Yeah, melee DPS is not affected right now. What they did was elevate the fizz range and the magical range to be in par with melee. Okay, basically what you have is, because the ability, the range fizz is not that bad, but magical damage is really tough to move and cast. So you have to know the fight very well for you to take opportunity to damage windows or have an interrupted stream of damage, right? So what happens is the determination will raise the damage of your GCDs and OGCDs, most of your combat skills, to equalize that particular characteristic of the jobs. Does that answer your question? It's a flat increase in damage. Okay, cool. Glad I could help. Alright, wait at the designated location. Where is... Where is the designated location? We will ask the questions. I don't even know where it is. Show me. Oh. Wow, it's all the way up there. It means nothing. For a paladin, it means absolutely nothing. You have a slight increase on your... Okay, shit, I'm sorry. For your paladin, it means that half of your rotation has boosted damage, a flat percentage of your honor combo. It will be increased. So, for instance, hold on. I'll pull the paladin out, right? So the Imperator combo that goes into Confiteor, Blade of Honor, Blade, you know, the blades. That is magic skills, so that is affected. Anything that has a cast, that increases your damage, which means your paladin has a flat percentage damage increase, which means it affects it. Not all of your gear has... Some of your gear is capped on determination. So that's not like everything's better with determination kind of situation. Is a piece by piece case. Okay? Some of them are already capped. Others, they need to be melded to cap. But for instance, if they have determination, they're lacking critical hit. Or they're lacking direct hit. See? So you have to look at the stats that the gear already brings with it and the stats that you can meld, and you have to equalize it because, like I said, you might already have a natural debt on your gear, and you just need to meld crit because the debt's already there. See what I'm saying? Oh yeah. How is that? Oh shit. The glyphs resemble those of the Tuliolal saga. True. Not sure if it was from your side, because everything disappeared for a little bit. The hell's a mist wake? So, what the only thing you need to know is that if you can't meld determination, it's probably because it's already capped on that piece of gear. So you go to your stat priority and you have crit and you have dead, and that's not dead. A crit and direct hit rate. So what's missing on one side might be extra on the other one. So you just meld between the three more. The stat priority. That's it. No, that can't be it. No. Let's take a look. The tone gear 780 already comes with determination. See right there, bygone brass coat 780 comes with 293 in determination. This is not one. Oh shit, I have to fix this meld. The Savage Aim one would be one of the ones that you would have to meld determination, because this one doesn't have it. Oh, you just meld it up. See right there? Direct hit, direct hit. I haven't melded this up because it's not 780. See? Direct hit, direct hit. Direct hit. I haven't melded this up, but it's going to be with direct hit as well. So you just have to like compensate. You have to take that out and put direct hit on it. That's pretty much how you do it. What doesn't have direct hit, you meld it in. Yeah, you can. That's what the materia is for. This one right here. So if you do like leveling roulettes and whatnot, you'll get these cracked prismatic cluster and nova clusters, right? These actually, in the back of the Nexus, once you pass the card, there's a small elevator that takes you to a materia vendor and a melter. There's one in every major city. You don't have to go there specifically. You can trade these guys for the top grade of materia, so you can meld your gear. All you have to do is dungeons. See right here, critical hit, termination. I have one critical hit here because I've been melding everything. That's pretty much it. He's probably right outside this wall. I mean, it's... I'm just being dumb, right? Just, yeah. Just do this. I don't know why I insist on walking. Yes, determination helps the paladin in the way that it boosts his magical rotation. The Confiteor combo that ends in Blade of Honor, if I'm not mistaken, it will suffer a flat out increase on damage because that particular combo is a magical one. It's not physical, it's a magic combo. Oh, tenacity. Oh shit, hold up. Yes, it does. Let's be real for a bit. Okay, so I'm gonna make you a little sum up. So tenacity gives you a slight increase on defense. Okay. But tenacity is never worth melding on a paladin. Here's why. Because in an encounter, if the paladin gets hit, and this is a direct example from one of the Reddit posts in the discussion of stats. Imagine two paladins tanking whatever boss, right? He hits both paladins. One has tenacity melded, and the other one does not have tenacity melded. So we're going to like max tenacity, 0 tenacity. The paladin with the higher tenacity, you will survive. He will survive the hit with 9k. But overall, he does land less damage than the paladin that survives the same hit with only 2k or 5 HP. But that paladin with 0 tenacity, the paladin is doing much more damage than it's doing marginally better than the paladin with tenacity melded. The thing here is when you are talking about best in slot your gear with your melds, tenacity is never worth it, because at the end of the line, damage is king. If you can survive with 1 HP, you always go with no tenacity. 0 tenacity, okay? You just meld everything else but tenacity. So it just increases your defense. It does not increase your limit break damage until, well, mostly because the tank's LB is a shield, not damage dealer move. Does any of what I explained here made any sense to you? If you did not understand it, that's okay. You can ask me and I'll explain it again. It's all good. Okay, there he is. Oh shit, this guy remembers. No, it will not last longer. And we're talking about a marginally better defense. So if you have to pick between a marginally better defense or marginally better damage, you always go with the damage. Is this why I tell you? Because in 14 years now, 2013, 13 years of Final Fantasy since The Realm Reborn came out, there's only been about 5 fights in the entirety of the boss compendium that you have required to use a tank LB. One of those fights actually was Zelenia, the extreme version in this expansion. But you can count by the fingers of your hands how many fights you actually was kind of useful having tenacity melded. And even so, with a proper shield healer, you don't really need the tenacity. Tenacity is not, it's an option, but I would never take it. Yes. You meld direct hit. That's your first priority. Then if you don't have any debt and you have direct hit capped, that's fine. That's fine. Determination melds, that's great. Actually, we'll give you... No, I don't. I think I already gave you. Determination builds are fine. What you don't do is tenacity builds. Just robbing yourself from higher damage. I mean, this is kind of like the meta, but nothing stops you from using whatever build you want. You know, it's just we're talking about, we're kind of talking this in the context of if you want to min-max your damage, that's it. That's the path you go. You, of course, you're free to, if you want to meld. If you want to meld that, you're fine. You're fine. It's marginally better. It's more like a detail. You know, like if you want to optimize your damage so you can raid ultimates and whatnot, that's the path that you go. It's more in that context. If you ain't a raider, it's really, really not a big deal. If it's a deal at all, if it blips on the radar. Wait, where is she? Is she here? Am I here? I'm here. I think I'm here. Yeah. She's right. She's right there. Okay, awesome. Oh, it's 80. Nice. Of course, anytime. Anytime, Miss Carnations. What do you mean, new questions? Oh, it's done. Okay. I ain't fooling. There is no impertinent questions. There's only questions. Remember that. Shit's bound in stone? Damn. Oh, shit, it is. That's a legitimate question. At some point, you have to question yourself. What do stats do? What are they? And what exactly do they affect on my gameplay? Those are all pertinent questions. You can't learn how to watch works if you don't pop the back. If you don't pop the back of the watch and go watch the gears, you can't. Anybody that tells you they never asked those questions, they're lying. Everybody did. I did. I just went, and researched and read a lot and went to Reddit, which is a fine place. And the balance, also really good Discord server that has all the info you need. They even have best in slots. They have adapted rotations per fight, all of that stuff. You must be always constantly trying to acquire knowledge. How to play the class better, how to do this, how to do that. Is it optimal to meld endurance? Is it optimal to meld direct hit? That's it. She just walked back to, yeah, she did. Alright, she should be... What you Mickey? What you Mickey? Speaking of him, there he is. Hey, I hear you. Would be great if you could do this all day and live of it. You know, like you actually can pay your bills with this. Because at the end of the day, I mean, that's what you do. That's what you have to do. Sarsenet clots, Gonfaterium leather. Jesus, I get it. You're a dick. With the name Gonfaterium. Who the fuck looked at that? Look, listen. Who the fuck looks at an animal, right? And of course, you're talking on the meta concept, like this world's alive and you're in it. And he's like, you know what? I'ma call you Gonfaterium. What do you think, Fred? And Fred's like, why Gonfaterium? I mean, why? And you'd be like, why not? Gonfaterium. It's a cool name. And he's like, is it? Is it a cool name? I mean, think about it. It's just gonna be, hey, Gonf, what's up, bro? And he's like, yeah, what's up, Gonf? I mean, Gonfaterium. It's rough. You're asking to be bullied with a name like that. Case in point, there's Gonfaterium leather on the market board. You're just fucking killing those guys for their leather, but mostly because they're named Gonfaterium. You know, if a guy's name is Gonfaterium, he's not gonna fight back that hard. It's Gonfaterium. He wants to give up. Okay, rant's over. Sorry. That was a tangent, but Gonfaterium's too much for me. But shit. Gonfaterium, man. Sarsenet Cloud and Gonfaterium. I mean, fuck. Oh, we still got dark mahogany. Let's just grab one more. Dark mahogany. There it is. Gonfaterium. What a fucking name. Just put Gonf. I mean, how many Gonfateriums exactly? Not very many. Case in point. Fucking Gonfaterium, bruh. Did we sell our tome? Probably not. No, we didn't. Still have the same cash. $4,300. Let's go 42. I'll lower this bitch as much as I want. Somebody's gonna buy it. Change golf to gimpy. Oh shit. Now that's just straight up crazy. So you're leaving Golfatarian for Gimpy. You're gonna get bullied. You're gonna get bullied. You want to be bullied. Is it crazy? It is. You want some chocolate cake? Come on now. You can't. Don't do it. Don't Golfatarian yourself. Golfatarian? More like Golfadome. God. Am I right, fellas? I'm right. You don't have to say it. I can sense your approval from here. I admire and appreciate you. You guys have excellent taste. When it comes to streamers, I just top notch. Couldn't say anything better. Why am I selling shit? I don't fucking clue. I'll just do it. 300, sure thing, sir. Take it for 277. I'm crazy. Okay, so let's be serious here. Why am I doing this? I don't even. Fun away. Shit, what am I doing? Oh yeah, reaching for the sky. We need the sarsenet. Okay, first of all, Golfatarian leather. We need one more, and then sarsenet. Just sup, Golf. You should make a movie about him. They could call it, and this is totally related. I don't know where I got this idea from. Check it. Forrest Gump. Movie about a Golfatarian that, despite having his limitations, he has done incredible things. Forrest Gump. The true Forrest. Not that Gump motherfucker. I mean, shit, that's clearly an imitation. Gump. It also sounds like a beer brand is like, if you don't drink Gump, go fuck yourself. And he just drinks one, crushes it, it bites off a portion, leaves, go chop a tree with his forehead or whatever, something like that. I'll just fucking headbutt that tree and the elders fall. One head. That's why I drink Gump. It gives you the extra oomph. And oomph. Does it make sense, this commercial? Nope. Absolutely not. In fact, I should probably be committed. But as I have access to internet. I will not. I will continue to say all this crap until somebody stops me. It has to be Forrest Gump. He's running over. No, Forrest Gump ain't stupid. Taking the car. Probably getting an Uber. No trace whatsoever. Perfect plan. Forrest Gump. and the murderous spray. I can already see the movie. It's gonna be awesome. Trap chewing into Jesus. Sounds legit. Oh, I was like, what the fuck are you doing? How in the fuck? Alright, I got... Yes, sir. Gumph, the man with the plan. Pill bottles with corks. True, true. Okay, I'll be right back. I need to go get some water. Let's see how long it takes me to get up. Então, filho, barriguinhas. Tá barriguinhas. Oh my goodness. I did get up. Yay. Então, bebê. Eita, barrigas. Eita, barriga de aqui. Eita, barriguinha. Eita, barriguinha. from outer space. Let's craft this now. Then I'll throw it in your face. How is that fucking possible? Yes, sir. Is it there? Yes, it is. You see, Portugal is the lead exporter in the world of cork. That's why you have a shit ton of trees. They're enveloped by cork. Cork trees specifically, of course. Also, we have a problem with alcohol because cork trees reminds us of wine bottles. So, you know, if you're like out farming for corks, probably gonna get thirsty because you think about all that wine they're gonna bottle. And that's not cool. I think we can. I think we could. Yeah, we can do this. We are the leading exporters of cork. The other thing I said, it makes no fucking sense. I mean, this is why the trees are just not meant to live as long as the other trees. Just because they're cork trees, I don't mean to live longer. But I like to tell a joke here and there. How is that even worse? What the hell, RNG? You are kicking my ass here, bruh. God dang. Oh shit, my Rigo is up. Fuck. Could've gone with Byrigo. What the hell, man? Then again, I don't know. Maybe Byrigo would. No, it can't. It has to be like a special climate. It's kind of like, you know, pineapples and tropical fruit. And they're just, it has to be a special climate. Why would I do that? Just press the macro button, Ramsey. Jesus. Wouldn't? Yeah, I believe it. Oh, now we're talking. That's some good procking right there. Shit, we are just fucking flying. That's what I'm talking about. One more, fellas. Oh no, this is gonna suck. We got no HQ craft materials. gonna be like straight up. Portuguese people and Spanish people were not mixed up. It was a time that we were very, very powerful. And you can clearly tell the difference between us, not because we look similar, is the language, amongst other things. Because we were the first people to actually invent sails that turn with the wind, and that's what allowed us to do the Cape of Good Hope, or at the time it was Cape of Torment, thought to be protected by a mythical beast named Adamastor, which was he controlled the winds and shipwrecked a lot of ships that are trying to just cross over South Africa to the Indies. However, the Portuguese invented a system of sails that they would just turn with the wind. So it was impossible to get ripped. And so started the saga of the Discovery Age, which Portuguese sailors were very important. The idea of us getting mixed up with the Spanish is actually a quite recent one. Because Portugal and Spain were very distinct countries at the time. I mean, there still are, but people knew the difference because, it wasn't the same technology, nor the way we dressed. And the Portuguese Empire was much more widespread than it was today. It was not just Portugal. We had several colonies. We introduced firearms to Japan, for instance. Well, Western Europeans are Portuguese and Spanish. Portugal, Spain, France, and England are Western Europe. But the most Western Europe would be Spain and England. Or, as people call it, the Iberian Peninsula. Oh, we always been at war with each other at one point or another. They tried to conquer us many, many times. They failed. Because they suck. No, I'm joking. Spanish people are actually quite nice. But they did fail. No, so what happened was there is a time in the history of the Discovery Age where Portugal and Spain divided the globe into two hemispheres. So Spain took the northern hemisphere, Portugal took the southern hemisphere. So Spain colonized North America, Central America, and Portugal specifically went to Brazil. No, that was Spain. That's why Mexico speaks Spanish. And Brazil speaks Portuguese. Because we kind of fucked up, Brazil, because, they were just fine without us, and we just went there, stole their gold, killed the hundreds of them, if not thousands, enslaved their population, lived rich out of their shit. And then eventually divine retribution came and we were forced to pull out. But we did a lot of harm to the Brazilian people because of their gold. So it was Portugal had Brazil, Spain, North America, Central America. That's where Mexico's language comes from. It's Spanish. And people that are called Latinos are everything above the United States. And they're called Latinos because they live in the Americas and their language it originated from Latin. Now, if you go back to Europe, Portuguese people and Italian people and Spanish people all share a common root, which is Latin. But we're not called Latinos, we're just Caucasians, we're just dudes and dudettes. Portugal controlled Brazil. Went into India, had a trade agreement with Japan, had Macau as a colony, Timor, Brazil, Angola, Mozambique, Guinea, Cape Verde. So we had this huge empire. The last colony that we actually returned was Macau to China in the year of 2000. We were pretty much a long time ago, and we're talking about a long ass time ago. We were the shit. But then we squandered all the way with decadence. Yeah. We had colonies up until the 2000s, and we just gave it all up because it wasn't right, but yeah. It's just we were a very tiny country. We had a lot. We stole a lot. We're also one of the first countries to partake in slavery. On the other side of that coin, we were also one of the first countries to abolish slavery. There's between the first Duke of Portugal to declare Portugal as a kingdom up until now, it's been almost 1,000 years. There's a lot of blood under that bridge. All of our history. We, in schools, we don't really hide the bad stuff. So, we just learn everything. The shit, the good, the not so good, the not so shitty, but everything's there. Binding authority. That's hilarious. Oh, hell yeah. We're gonna watch a performance. No, I'm not saying we're great. We're not. We ain't great. But, you know, we had our shit. Okay, so after a few hundred years, the Portuguese and Spanish power started declining. England started rising. Okay. And at some point in history, England became this powerhouse. But in order to secure power, England made a pact, an alliance with Portugal. It stands as the oldest alliance in the world. And the Portuguese and the British people were allies. Whenever you attacked one, the other one responded in kind and joined up with the other one. So that's what was able to endure, first to endure the Napoleonic Wars, the invasion, the constant Spanish hostile takeovers or attempts. World War One, World War Two, we served. We were neutral, right? Portugal always has been a neutral country, but what we did was instead of going there with the Portuguese patch, we would just send military to the British side, and they would fight with the British uniform. But we actually had Portuguese people in World War II. They just couldn't admit they were because we had neutrality. Because, you know, up until 1974, Portugal was actually a fascist and first fascist state, and then a military dictatorship, and then the revolution happened called the Revolution of Carnations, where not a single shot was fired, and we took over the country and installed the republic. British had slaves and servants because the British Empire did basically what the Portuguese and Spanish Empire did a few hundred years earlier, and they went on the imperial phase. They colonized India. They attempted to colonize the U.S. That didn't work out. I mean, people just, you know, well, I live in America now, so I'm an American. So fuck you, England. They had some colonies of their own. So yeah, and with Portugal backing them up and vice versa, they basically became unstoppable. Now they don't owe a shit because there was a mutual benefit alliance. I'm not gonna say that. Oh, you know, the UK it's what it is because of us. They're not. They did their own shit, you know, their own thing. But we were there for a little bit. What if I talk to people to come in here? Are you gonna recite a tale, Dan? Yep. Basically, that's how they got so strong. They just did their own thing. They went to the colonialism thing. Then France also did that in Africa and other places that I haven't. You know, I studied Portuguese history and that's it. Um, yeah, they did follow the ideas, but the thing is, with colonialism, whatnot, it eventually ends. You can't just own people on their own country. That's just wrong. It's plain wrong. At some point in the history of that country, it will rebel and it will win. I mean, their colonies lasted up until shit 60s, 70s. I'm not really sure when India became independent. It's make a book that can be read without words. So, pictures. Exactly. And besides, it's just fundamentally wrong to oppress a people in their own country. That's just, you don't do that. Doesn't matter who you are or what kind of holy quest you think you are, whether you're Muslim, Christian, whatever the fuck. There's nothing that justifies invading another country's borders. It's just, nope. Oh no, they don't. They don't suffer. It's their culture is very different from ours. It's hard to put it into words. There's stuff I don't understand that for me looks bad, but for them not really. It's just you gotta kind of like go and see for yourself. Because you might be looking at something like, shit, this is dead wrong, I should call the cops. And they're like, no, this is fucking normal. And I'm not talking about beating women or whatnot. I'm just talking about, like, you know, regular stuff, like being able to drink outside and stuff like that. Small things. Holy shit, that was terrible. Oof. Okay. Yeah, true, but they gave us medicine. Modern medicine. Just their standards are not our standards. They're very different people. Had this old tradition way before you know, word thing. Miscarnations. I have to go to sleep. Well, I don't have to, but I am very sleepy, so I'm going to leave it here. It was really great seeing you. Congratulations on your job once again. I hope you're doing great. Of course, anytime. I'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully a little bit more rested. All right. I'll see you tomorrow. Everybody else, thank you so much for keeping me company. And we shall return tomorrow. Until then.